I hope you are okay. My name is Julieta Castro Forero, and I'm sharing my digital resource for the course English for specific purposes. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. I made this slide to introduce students to some measurable objectives, just such as they will be able to understand at least 10 words, okay? And they will be able to interact with native English speakers in just the basic sales context. Now we have the schedule, the presentation, hours grades, that is the warm up, a vocabulary and descriptions, which means the object, the contents, the name of the object, that is just an activity, and an AI activity that helps students to learn by themselves. We have an artistic vocabulary with a brief description of what kind of vocabulary students will find in this presentation, because we have just products, descriptions, processes, prices, and manners, which is so important, okay? So we'll see this uh, when we just advance throughout the presentation. The words race is a 10 questions quiz in Kahoot. So students will scan this code and make this warm up. Okay, the students that finish this test first just win the warm up. Now we have the vocabulary and descriptions. A brief introduction, why it is important to know this vocabulary, and we have the words. We have an Spanish word, the translation, a picture to help students understand through visual helps, an example in a sentence, and the pronunciation with this button that redirects students to a YouTube video that teach how pronounced each word. Okay, the same thing is for all words. These are related with the products. Also, we have generally also terminology, just handmade with the proper examples, materials, and processes, prices, discounts, the cost, and the manners. That is very important, just as good morning, please, thank you, and so on. Now we have the practice, okay, or the quiz. This is about relate the picture with the word or just the translation, okay? Also, we have here to complete some sentences. And after this, we have the AI activity. The AI activity. Sorry. Yes. Now, I give instructions in each step by step on how to use Quizlet. Quizlet is an app that helps to practice and study any topic that you want through different activities. So you can just upload a document with the text of the topic that you need to study, and also you have this option. Sorry, let me just show you the option to complete the information to just create your own resource to study by yourself. Okay, so here and now this slide. So as you can see in the screen, you just put the words and the translation. Maybe you want an image, picture, you can add it. And with this, you can make flashcards, just as you can see in this case. And here, up here, you can see different activities that are with the same vocabulary. The end just helps to start. So yeah, I think these resorts have many alternatives to learn English in this specific aspect for this specific activity, which is sales and different simple interactions with people that understand English but have some problems with vocabulary and grammar or even with speaking. Okay. And also, I think this activity is made especially for this kind of sellers and persons that are in this world of arts and sales. And I think it's very, very appropriate also integrating the AI use. So giving instruction of how they use is just a very useful tool to create an alternative that students will use in this aspect or daily study and just this. Okay. So I think it's all for today. Thank you so much for your attention and see you next time.